Hi lovely yogi, my name's Eithne, let's move better together. Today's flow is a mat-based flow, so we don't stand up, we don't balance, we are staying very, very grounded. This is because I've got a slightly sore back from holding Arlo so much. He's my son, he's 9 months old, he's going through a sleep regression at the moment, so it means that I'm actually having to hold him quite a lot, which is putting lots of pressure into the base of my spine. If you think the vertebrae are kind of squishing down on top of each other. You might be going through the same thing, or you might not be at all. This practice, as all practices, will be beneficial for you regardless. All based around the lower back. We do the tiniest little bit of core activation, but mainly this is focused into the hips and into the spine. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. You might need a couple of pillows or blocks depending on your body, but no pressure. There's always options for if you don't have them or if you do have them. I hope you enjoyed this class. Okay, lovely. So we are going to start seated. We're going to do some breath work. If it's more comfortable for you, please feel free to sit up on a cushion or bolster or some blocks. If not, the floor is fine. Just wear whatever you feel comfortable in. I have not had time to change today because Arlo's just gone down for a nap, so I am in my jeans. That is fine. Practicing whatever makes you feel comfortable. Resting hands onto the knees, hands down or palms down is going to serve you with grounding, so it might be nice to do towards the end of the day. If you're just starting your day, palms up is going to invite the prana, the energy, life into your body. When you're ready, sitting up nice and tall, take a deep breath in, draw the shoulders to the ears. And as you exhale, we're going to draw the shoulders back and roll them downwards. Let's take 2 more of those. Inhale to rise. Exhale to release. Last one, inhale to rise. And release. Good, get yourself set up nice and comfortably. Drop your chin down to your chest, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Let's breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose, out through the mouth if that feels good, or in through the nose and out through the nose if that feels comfortable as well, but whatever serves you in this moment. Three more breaths in this space. Full, deep inhales and exhales. When you are ready, blink your eyes open. Let's change the cross of our legs if we're there. If you're not in a cross-legged position, please join us. Sukasana, easy pose. We're going to inhale to breathe up tall. You can keep your cushion or your blocks underneath your bottom, that's fine. And as you exhale, fingertips lightly land to the floor. Let's walk hands forwards. Again, drop the chin to the chest and just feel a little stretch down into the hips. You might look to rest your forearms onto the ground if you are quite flexible or quite open. If it doesn't feel good in your body today, stay with the arms a little bit straighter. Shake the head, nod the head. That really makes my right hip twinge when I do that. Just a gentle shake of the head, and my right hip doesn't really like it. So have a little play around here. Or just walk the hands back and come into a wide-legged seated position, our Upavista Konasana, our upwards angle pose. Taking the feet nice and wide, breathe the arms to shoulder height. Let's take right hand down right leg and we'll sweep this left one up and over. Opening up into our psoas, so this is the side body, working and stretching into one of the muscles that comes and wraps from the spine down into the groin, so the inner side of the leg or the hip, however you wish to look at it. See if we can keep the chest or the rib cage rolling open here. So instead of leaning forwards and trying to touch our toes, keep this nice space all around the neck and around the chest. Energize the feet, let's flex the ankles, drawing the toes back towards the face. Inhale takes us through centre, and we're going to go exactly the same on the left side. Left hand down and the right arm floating up, and you might notice a little imbalance in both sides. It's completely normal. We are either right or left-handed. I mean, some of us are probably ambidextrous, but we always have a preference in our body. So we're looking to even out these preferences today. Oh, feels so nice. And just create a little bit more space. And just know that you can stay somewhere a little bit longer if it feels beneficial. Listen and tune into your body. Let's be of service to ourselves in this moment. Gorgeous. Swing yourself round and come into a tabletop position, moving any props over to one side. You might take a padding underneath the knees, that's fine. Spread the fingers wide and let's move in whatever direction works. It might be small circles, maybe big circles. Take a little rounding into the back. And let's go the other way. And take up as much space as you can, doing as much as you can here, just to massage all the joints, all the muscles, anything that feels a little bit achy. And that might be everything. Beautiful, let's take it into our thread the needle pose twist. We're going to inhale the right arm high. Take your gaze up to your fingertips as you do. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath your belly, reach over to the left side and land all the way down on the shoulder, resting the head as you go. Inhale the left arm up high. We're going to bring the palms, the hands to touch, bending at the elbows, and you're going to press this left hand down to take a little bit more rotation into the spine. Twisting through our bellies and opening up through our bodies. Keep pressing this left hand down, really spread the fingers wide but relax the rest of the body. Just let the breath take over. Beautiful, left hand comes to the ground, right arm sweeps up high. Let's extend right leg behind and come into our supported Vashistasana side plank pose. Reach the right fingertips forwards and open, feel this big stretch once again into the side waist, into the psoas, into the rib cage, into the hip. Slightly squeeze your buttocks and press your hip bones forwards. If you want, you might float this right leg up, feeling a little engagement through the gluteus maximus. Can we create some space around the shoulder, making sure that the shoulder isn't up to the ear. Press the floor away and keep really open around the neck. Beautiful work. Step your right foot up to meet your left hand. Obviously there's going to be a big old gap. We'll keep this right arm lifting. Send the hips low and feel this another lovely twist into the upper chest. So moving really, really calmly in our practice today. Take it nice and easy on the body. If you're going there, bend your back knee, lifting up the foot, twist the arm around, and perhaps we catch a hold of that left big toe with the right hand. You can stay in your twist, that's fine. Maybe the arm just opens up. Working and opening into the front of the left hip flexor in this space. Final breath here. Good. Sweep the right arm to meet the left. Slide the right foot back to meet the knees almost together. Come forwards into a mini plank. Let's lower down chaturanga. Cobra pose. We're going to take a little flow here. Take the hands wide and come onto the tips of the fingers. Press the tops of the feet down. Squeeze your bum and inhale to lift up the chest. Open up the heart. And exhale to roll back down. This doesn't feel super comfortable in jeans, but hey ho. Inhale to lift and open. I'm going to keep it mini. And exhale to roll. Last one, feel the breath. Press the floor away. Shoulders away from the ears. Roll back down. Hands underneath. Let's press up into our, let's do a downward facing dog. Come to tabletop first. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees, hips high to the sky as we lower the heels. First down dog of the practice. Take a little walk in your dog. Pedal the feet. Lower the heels. Breathe. And just like we did before, just feel the body massaging itself. So notice any tight, any pulling, anything that just feels like it's saying, hey, this feels weird, or oh, this feels good. Like I always think stretching feels good if it's done correctly. If you're feeling sharp shooting pains, it's going a little bit too far, so just ease off. But a stretch should feel uncomfortable because it's taking us somewhere, but it shouldn't feel painful. Final one here, my loves. Lovely, back to your tabletop, knees come to the ground. Let's thread the needle on the left. Inhale, sweep left arm high. Look up to the fingertips and reach up and open with the chest. Create space. Exhale, thread it under, come all the way down to the shoulder. Relax your head. Inhale, the opposite right arm high. Bend the elbows, palms to touch. And then we're twisting here. Press that right hand down on top of the left. Just notice your body in this space. I've just realised my heart rate has increased quite a lot. Where can we find a sense of calm, control? Final breath. Right hand meets the floor. Left arm twists you up high. And we'll go to that supported Vashistasana side plank, extending the left leg behind. And just double check here that we're not sticking our bums backwards. We want to make the line from the shoulders or the collarbones all the way down to this foot symmetrical or perpendicular or straight. Take your pick, whichever one is correct. I've not had a lot of sleep this week. Lift open through the chest, create that space around the neck. If we're going there, we're floating that left foot off of the ground. Good, breathe into the body, and it's really important when we're thinking about supporting the back that we also think about building strength into the abdominals. So it's fine to keep the foot lower, maybe we just lift it up by 1 centimetre even, but where can we find just a tiny little bit of engagement here? Good, crunch that left knee in wherever we are, step the foot forwards, and coming into your low twisted lunge, send the right hip forwards. It's almost like a twist, single arm crescent lunge or runner's lunge. Beautiful, staying, sweeping the chest or the left arm backwards, opening the chest, or bend that back knee and kamikacha hold of the foot. And it's really important not to worry about what you can and can't do from one day to the next. Like one day this might feel okay and you could do it, and the next day your body feels a little bit tight, and it's just the ebbs and flows of, you know, our muscles, our life, of what we do. So don't put too much pressure on yourself, but if you've not done it in a while, why not give it a go, see what happens. Final breath in. Good, sweep the left arm up and over, send that left knee back to meet the right. Take a low plank and lower it down, 3, Slow and controlled, elbows hugging into the waist for 2. 1, let's take a Shalabasana, our locust pose. Roll the shoulders away from the shoulders like we did at the start. Fingertips reach behind, palms facing in, fingers reaching behind you as much as you can. Lift up through the chest, strengthening and finding a little bit of activation all down the back. Let's squeeze the bum and start to float the legs off the ground. Holding here for 5. Keep looking down to your mat, keeping the neck nice and long. 4. Lift up a little bit higher if it feels okay. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the legs. Bring your hands underneath your forehead and give the hips a good wiggle from side to side. Alright my lovelies, we are going to take a pose called broken wing pose. Now this one can be a little bit confusing, so do feel free to look up at the screen if that helps. If not, really listen closely and I'll try and be as clear and concise as I possibly can be. Right, extend your left arm out wide, palm facing down. Right hand underneath the right shoulder. Bend your right knee. Step the right foot behind you. Place the foot down. Relax your head to the floor. Let's go over that again. So you've got the left arm out wide, the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Bend the right knee. Take almost like a little sideways roll and step the right foot behind you. Relax your head. We're opening up into this front of the left. We're opening up into the left pectoral muscle. Taking this twist down into the hips and generally just getting this sense of grounding and release through the body. This may feel comfortable, feel free to stay. For a little bit more, we're going to inhale the right arm high, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and reach the right fingertips behind you. Listen to your body, feel your breath. Stay in a space that feels relaxed, but that you feel something. Breathing open for 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand touches back down. Roll to your belly. Let's look over towards the left and relax both arms alongside the body. Take a little wiggle of the hips. And just breathe here for 3 deep breaths. Let everything relax and melt into the floor. Feel yourself grounding and melting into the earth. Take a moment to pause. Final breath. As you are ready, let's navigate over to the other side. Just going to shimmy my way across the mat. So we'll go right arm out wide this time, palm facing down. Left hand underneath the left shoulder, bend left knee. Step the left foot behind you, place the foot flat to the floor, relax your head. Oh, got a hair clip in the way. Let's go again. Right arm out wide. Left hand underneath the left shoulder. Bend the left knee. Step it behind you. Relax your head. And just wiggle until you get comfortable. Remember, it's going to be different to different days. If we took it there, the left fingertips reach high to sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades and feel this opening further across the space of the upper chest. Feel the body switching off and sinking downwards. Just breathe. Last breath. And calmly navigate your way onto your belly. Take your time. We'll look over to the right side this time. Relax the arms along the body. Next breath, bring the hands under the shoulders. We're going to wiggle our way into a child's pose. So bring the toes to touch. Press up, nice and calmly, into tabletop. We'll shimmy the knees wide, sink the hips to the heels. Now you can either take a little cross of the hands to rest your forehead. You could keep things a little bit more traditional, reaching the hands forwards. But feel free to take a little moment to set yourself up with props. It could be a cushion underneath the bum on top of the heels, or it could be a cushion underneath your chest to rest your chest or your belly on. Take a moment in this space and let's breathe down into this lower back space. Really send the breath upwards and outwards. And even just treating yourself to a few moments like this, to rest, to let your body recover, is going to be so beneficial, especially if you are running around and lifting and chasing little people, or even if you aren't. Life is hard, life is heavy, shopping bags are heavy. Give yourself and give your body that little break it deserves. We're going to be here for about 30 seconds more. Just let yourself sink down. Feel all your muscles and all your nerve endings. Just taking a little moment. Take a deep breath in as you do come out of child's pose. We're going to find our way into happy baby before we navigate into Shavasana, or our place of rest. Moving any props over to the side. Let's swing the legs forwards. Okay, lovelies, finding your way onto your back. Give your knees a hug in and just a gentle rock from side to side. Let's massage into the lower back. So hands are sandwiched between the calf and the hamstrings, or the calf muscles I should say, not just the calf. And just take the knees on a journey from side to side, maybe in a circular motion one way then the other, maybe just rocking. Really massage into that lower sacrum area. So our sacrum is where the hips and the spine meet. our sacroiliac joint. And we can build up a lot of pressure in there with bending over, lifting heavy things without bending our knees, things like that. So just give it a really good massage and get to the sides, like really tip over. Get to the side of the hip. That should feel lovely. And then we're going to end our practice in a gorgeous Shavasana, our place of relaxation, of rest, deep rest. Extend the feet forwards and reach the arms up and over. Breathe, stretch it out. Oh. Get as long as you possibly can. And as you exhale, soften. Bend the arms, keep them above the head. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to reach away with fingertips and toes. And release. Closing down your eyes. If you have an eye pillow or a blanket or something you wish to snuggle up with, feel free to get those things. Soften the knees. Soften your belly. Soften your lips and the back of your head. Just let yourself sink into the floor. And for the next few moments, we're just going to allow ourselves stillness. Give yourself the gift of pause, of stopping, of simply just being. If you get distracted, just come back to this place of serenity as and when you need. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Take as much time as you need to start to find your way back into your body. Small movements into the hands and into the feet, the wrists and ankles. Start to hug the knees into the chest, just like we did before our relaxation. And take a sway from side to side. As you are ready, rolling to one side, Press the floor away, guiding up to a seated position. Keeping the eyes nice and heavy, resting the hands onto the legs as we started. Bow the chin forwards and just give yourself a moment of thanks for showing up today, your effort. Thank you so much for joining me, wonderful yogis. My name's Eithne. Let's move better together.